2001 to 2002 Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings were not just good, they were arguably the most complete and entertaining team in the NBA. Led by Chris Webber, with a supporting cast of Mike Bibby, Peja Stojakovic, Vlade Divac, and Doug Christie, this team played an up-tempo, ball-sharing style that emphasized spacing, movement, and precision. They finished the regular season with a league-best 61 wins and entered the playoffs as serious title contenders. Their biggest test came in the Western Conference Finals against the three-time defending champion Los Angeles Lakers. The series reached a controversial turning point in Game 6, where questionable officiating, including 27 free throw attempts for the Lakers in the fourth quarter alone, helped force a Game 7. Despite home court advantage and multiple chances to close it out, the Kings missed key free throws and lost in overtime. The series became one of the most debated in NBA history. Sacramento never fully recovered, and that group never made it back to that level again. 2015 to 2016 Golden State Warriors. Coming off a championship the previous season, the Golden State Warriors entered the 2015-16 campaign with confidence and made history. They went 73-9 in the regular season, the best record in NBA history. Stephen Curry became the first unanimous MVP, and the team played with incredible chemistry, combining deadly shooting, smart defense, and ball movement that dazzled opponents. After surviving tough playoff matchups against the Thunder and Trail Blazers, the Warriors faced the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. They jumped to a commanding 3-1 series lead, but then things changed. Draymond Green was suspended for Game 5. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving led a stunning comeback, including a Game 5 performance where they both scored 41 points. In Game 7, Cleveland closed it out with the iconic LeBron block and Kyrie's go-ahead three. Golden State's dream season ended in shock. They were the best regular season team ever, but the trophy slipped away. 1997 to 1998 Utah Jazz. Few teams were as fundamentally sound and consistently elite as the late 1990s Utah Jazz. Led by John Stockton and Karl Malone, one of the greatest duos in NBA history, the Jazz executed the pick-and-roll to perfection. With Jerry Sloan on the sidelines, they won 64 games in 1997 and 62 in 1998. Both times, they advanced to the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, they ran into Michael Jordan. In 1997, the Jazz lost in 6 games, most notably in Game 5, remembered as the flu game, where Jordan scored 38 points despite being visibly ill. In 1998, Utah had home court and again pushed the Bulls, but Game 6 ended with Jordan's legendary steal and last-second jumper over Brian Russell. The Jazz were inches away from a Game 7, but history was made instead. Despite years of elite play, Malone and Stockton never returned to the finals. 2002 to 2003 New Jersey Nets. The early 2000s Nets were one of the most athletic and fastest-paced teams in the league. With Jason Kidd at point guard, the offense was quick, unselfish, and relentless. Kenyon Martin provided physicality, while Richard Jefferson and Kerry Kittles added scoring and versatility. They reached the finals in back-to-back seasons, 2002 and 2003. But in 2003, they ran into a rising San Antonio Spurs dynasty. Tim Duncan dominated the series on both ends of the floor, and the Spurs' depth and experience overwhelmed the younger Net. Jason Kidd played with intensity, but the Nets didn't have the offensive firepower or half-court execution to match the Spurs. After that, the team declined. They made some playoff runs, but never again reached the finals during that era. 2017 to 2018 Houston Rockets. In 2018, the Houston Rockets looked ready to dethrone the Warriors. James Harden had won MVP. Chris Paul was finally healthy and playing at an elite level. Under coach Mike D'Antoni, they had created a new offensive blueprint built on isolation plays, floor spacing, and volume three-point shooting. The Rockets won 65 games, the best record in the NBA, and entered the playoffs as the top seed. In the Western Conference Finals, they pushed Golden State to the edge. Up 3-2 in the series, they were one win from the finals. But Chris Paul injured his hamstring at the end of Game 5. Without him, Houston lost Game 6 on the road. In Game 7 at home, they famously missed 27 straight three-pointers and watched their season slip away. The Warriors advanced, and Houston's best chance to win a title during that era was gone. 1992 to 1993 Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns in 1993 had a complete roster. Charles Barkley won MVP. Kevin Johnson was one of the league's best point guard. Dan Majerle added shooting and toughness. Under coach Paul Westphal, the Suns won 62 games and made it to the NBA Finals, their first appearance since 1976. but standing in their way were the Chicago Bulls, led by Michael Jordan. The series was competitive, with several close games. But Jordan was relentless, averaging 41 points per game in the finals. Game 6 ended with a last-second shot by John Paxson that sealed Chicago's three-peat. The Suns had talent, size, and momentum, but no one could stop Jordan at his peak. 2009 to 2010 Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic in this era were built around Dwight Howard, a dominant force on both ends. They surrounded him with sharpshooters like Rashard Lewis, Hedo Turkoglu, and Jameer Nelson. In 2009, they upset the Celtics and Cavaliers on their way to the finals, where they lost to the Lakers. In 2010, they returned even stronger, finishing the season with 59 wins and sweeping their first two playoff rounds. But they ran into a rejuvenated Boston Celtics team in the Eastern Conference Finals. Orlando lost the series in 6 games. Despite Dwight's dominance and an innovative offensive approach centered on floor spacing, the Magic couldn't make it back. The team eventually broke up, and the title window closed.